One of the things that I've really struggled with lately is giving up something that I like to do to focus on something that I love to do. And I've gone through this in seasons of my life where I've given up things that I like to do to focus on things that I love to do. And that's how I've kind of shifted my calendar. Whereas where most people on the weekends they'll watch the sports ball or they'll go to backyard barbecues, barbecues. They'll go to barbecues or they will. I suppose I go to barbecues if I get invited because who doesn't like good barbecue? A good bratwurst from Wisconsin. So we got some brats here in Wisconsin, and or some smoked meats or some smash burgers. Man, I love a good barbecue. And the potato chips with some baked beans, and if there's bacon, I'm going down a rabbit hole here. I'm gonna stop. The point is, one of my pastimes when I would say 2 seasons ago, was doodling. I would doodle on books. I would take an old book and just kind of draw and have my drawings interact with the words on the page, and just kind of like every page was this own thing, and just a creative outlet to expel creative images or whatever in my mind. And I didn't necessarily have to think about it too hard. I just doodle, and that's how I went about it. But I would spend hours just drawing in these books, and unfortunately, I needed to give that up. That was something that I liked to do. I liked playing with Legos. I liked building Legos. That's something that I had to give up. Model cars is something that I enjoyed to do, and just kind of like sitting down and not doing it. Playing video games. There was a season in my life where I played a lot of video games. I still have an Xbox One and I still play a video game occasionally. But once I get done, I'm like, man, that was 2 hours of just riding a horse around whatever, and I didn't really accomplish anything. Granted, now I kind of double dip on things where I'll throw some headphones on and I'll listen to a podcast or two or an audiobook while I'm playing a game. So I can kind of just consume that beneficial content, but then also do something that I like. But I don't play video games as much as I've done before. So I've really, over the course of time, my time on this earth, over the course of all time on this earth, I've removed some small ticket things so that I can focus and put more effort and more thought power and more creativity and more focus into bigger ticket items. And now I have these huge rocks, right? These huge blocks in my schedule of like, this is what I love. I love doing this. I've really just come down to everything that I love to do is what I'm doing now, except for I've scaled back on some of the things so I can focus on other things that I love. And the struggle is right now is that, do I give up some of the things that I love to really dive in and dig in and focus on the things that I really love? So now, is there like a, you once you plateau, when you upgrade to your 2.0 version, then that becomes the norm, and then you have to upgrade again. So I think that the things that I love have just become the baseline, and now I have to like just get so directed, so dialed in. And there's other things that are in my schedule that I'm working on. So, but it's just this, we only have so much time during the day, and we only have so much time in this life. And I have some pretty big, ambitious goals, and I'd like to see if I can accomplish those goals. And in order to accomplish those goals, I need to scale back a lot of the things that I enjoy doing, which I have done. And it's just finding this balance of, it's really finding this balance of you know, maybe this is a week of really hard work and I don't meet up with my friends for cigars and bourbon like I used to every week. Or maybe I need to do that for a month, or maybe it's 2 months. And then I have a season of rest where now I'm like, flirting with burnout on a consistent basis. And I need to incorporate some of that social life back into my life. And maybe I need to spend an hour or two in the morning to really focus in on working on my business and delegating other things to other people and taking some stuff off my plate. This it's really it's kind of this fun experiment of figuring out what works and what doesn't work, and I have been experimenting all the time. You should always be experimenting, but you only have so much time in the day, and if you're trying to jam pack all this crap into the day, and you're you know I want to do these things, and I want to do everything, but I know that I can't do everything, and that is a struggle. And there are things that are very important to me. There are people that are very important to me that I want to continue to have in my schedule. So I have to remove, or scale back on other things in my schedule. And it's just, I think this is a growing period in life. And I think that as an entrepreneur, all entrepreneurs might come into this season of their life, and it's definitely very hard it's definitely hard to really scale back on a lot of stuff. But I really want to accomplish my goals, so that's what I have to do. But I am learning that just going, full blown pedal to the metal is not sustainable. So incorporating and building a schedule that is a sustainable schedule that does impact all these different components of my life in a positive manner is important as I grow older, as I come into the second half of my life, as I mature and become wiser. It's really cool to be aware of all the things that, to reflect on the last 2 seasons of life and where I'm at right now and where I want to be and what's important. But there is only so much time in the day, and I have to remove certain things from my schedule so that I can focus on other things in my life and in my business. And it can be very difficult. Anyway, I just wanted to share some of the things that I'm working on, and taking away what I like to focus on what I love has always been a theme of my life, and it continues to be a theme of my life. And as I grow older, it just continues to get harder, and I think that's a good thing because that's where growth happens. And if you're not growing, well, you're dying. And time is so limited. Time is not guaranteed. You're not guaranteed any amount of time. So why not take advantage of all the time that you have, that you're given, to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish and do the things that you want to do when you have the time. And so that's my philosophy anyway. And that's why I remove the things that I like to do to focus on the things that I love to do. If this video talked to you, please let me know in the comments. Feel free to like or subscribe if you want more content like this. I will see you in the next video.